సార్ మాకు క్లియర్గా ఉంది.
Clear on the? Okay,
నాకు క్లియర్ ఉంది.
then fine. Yeah, join. Hearty welcome for the correspondent, Dr. Sagai Raj Father. Good evening, all of you. On behalf of Andhra Loyola College, Department of Physics, and Indian Association of Physics Teachers, Chapter 11, AP, I wholeheartedly welcome each and every one of you for this webinar. We in the Department of Physics organize various events that include national level research based seminars, and also last year or last few years we also invite the school children to our college, to our lab, so that they will have an experimental exposure, experimental skills that is very much needed for learning physics. It is in this context, last year we had a webinar called I Love Electricity by the very same resource person, Sri Lakshman Suri Garu. It was such an interesting experience. All our students, degree students, enjoyed. They have learnt the fundamentals of electricity, magnetism in an alternate method. Conventionally, including us, we memorize things. But this particular effort is to make physics interesting. Physics will be interesting only if we learn the inner sense. That's how the science has grown. And it is in this context, during this COVID lockdown period, we wanted to extend the same experience to all our students. Now we are open, we are campusless, we are borderless. We have students all over India connected now. Actually, there were 900 registrations. I believe there are about 200 in YouTube, 177 in YouTube live as on right now, and I believe some more would also join. So the purpose of this program is to demonstrate electricity as well the magnetism related experiments through YouTube live, so that all our students will enjoy physics, not simply mug up the concepts, but enjoy physics. It is our extension activity, and the Indian Association of Physics is also in the same mission. And with this, brief introduction. Together, Indian Association of Physics RC11, which is Andhra Pradesh chapter, and Andhra Loyola College Department of Physics has taken this initiative to enlighten all the students. Most of the audience are students from schools, a few are from colleges, and are also lecturers from colleges as well from schools. So with this, I request Reverend Father Correspondent Dr. Sagai Raj, who himself was a professor in education as well professor in English and presently correspondent of Andhra Loyola College, to bless the gathering. I request Reverend Father Dr. Sagai Raj to take over. Father, I think you are in mute, Father. On mute, Father. Kindly unmute yourself, Father.
Okay. Respected Dr. Sai Bhaskaran, the course designer, as well as the collaborators to conduct this seminar, useful and practical seminar, and all the other participants, I wish you all the best for so that it's some practice. I want to bless you and wish you all the best. Some odd years ago, one father is a gold medalist in sociology. We should not use, that's why I used only one line, only one wire connection. That means practically people of other disciplines, they do not know exactly what electricity is, how electricity works. So with this small example, we all had a good laugh. When positive, negative, both the lines are in connection, then only it will work, electricity will work. And we have not done properly, we told him, and afterwards he learned. So arranging this kind of small web seminar is going to be helpful for people, those who are coming from other disciplines, other subjects, even though they will be masters in their own subject, but learning practically what is electricity and how it works, the other combination, it is of great help for ordinary people as well as educated people. So today, with all my heart, I want to bless each and every one of you to do well and learn something practical, useful for your life. Wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Father, for your kind words.
Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Father. We are grateful to you in spite of your. Just now, Father has arrived from a government office and you are kind enough to bless us. And thank you so much, Father. As you have pointed out, I'm sure this webinar will be an value addition, not only for physics students as well, all general public, because the scientific temperament is one which we all have to promote and which we all are looking forward so that the society itself is enlightened. Thank you so much, Father, for your kind words of blessings and appreciation. Thank you so much, Father. Now, may I request Dr. Chandrasekhar, who is the secretary of Indian Association of Physics Teachers, RC11. That means the Andhra chapter is the secretary, and I invite Dr. Chandrasekhar to say a few words about Indian Association of Physics Teachers. Dr. Chandrasekhar.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, good evening, one and all. Respected correspondent, Reverend Father Dr. Sahairaj, and organizing team members, faculty members, teachers, and my dear students. Good evening, one and all.
Hello.
As a secretary of RC11 IAPT, I sincerely convey my thanks to Dr. Sahai Bhaskaran ji and his team for coming forward to organize today's program. IAPT, Indian Association of Physics Teachers, is one of the biggest organizations committed to upgrade the quality of physics education in India at all levels. It started in 1984. It has more than 10,000 life members and is a workforce to implement a number of programs enriching physics education. We are conducting seminars, workshops, as well as competitive exams like NGPE, National Graduate Physics Examination for graduate students, NSEP, NSEJS. These are all for school level and for plus 2 level students. And also the selected students getting opportunity to participate in Indian Physics Olympiad. And also we are conducting some competitions to the teachers and giving some awards to encourage the teachers as well as students. And also National Anveshka Network of India, NANI, is one of its initiative spearheaded by the recent recipient of Padma Shri Professor H.C. Verma, retired professor from IIT Kanpur. Under his able guidance, there are 26 Anveshikas all over India engaged in experimental based physics teaching and learning. NANI is conducting National Anveshika Experimental Skill Test through all these Anveshikas to encourage the culture of doing experiments. And in the academic year 2018, from our Laila College student, Miss Meghna, she participated and got third place at national level. So I am congratulating Meghna and her team and also to the Laila College. In this difficult times of COVID pandemic, different RCs of IAPT are conducting number of webinars in different themes of physics, and one such program is webinar being conducted by Andhra Laila College. The main purpose of all these programs is to enlighten the students as well as faculty members of physics at different levels, imparting latest technologies, techniques in recent developments of physics. I request faculty members who are participating in today's program to enroll as life members of IAPT. And today's resource person, our IAPT body member and science promoter, my friend, my colleague, Sri Lakshman Suri is very active, and he is conducting number of these kind of activities, programs in different schools and colleges. So on behalf of IAPT RC 11, I extend my sincere and heartiest congratulations to him and also for conducting of Andhra Laila College for this wonderful program. And finally, I am telling to the students that ప్రకృతి అంటే ప్రకృతే ప్రయోగశాలగా, ఆకాశమే హద్దుగా, ఎందుకు ఏమిటి ఎలా అనేటటువంటి ప్రశ్నలను ప్రతి విషయాన్ని పరిశీలిస్తూ పరిశోధిస్తూ వైజ్ఞానిక జ్యోతిలా వెలగాలని నేను కోరుకుంటున్నాను. గుహల్లో పుట్టి గృహాల దాకా విస్తరించి గ్రహాల దాకా పైన అవుతున్నటువంటి వైజ్ఞానిక తరంగాలను మీరు అందుకోవాలని చెప్పి నేను కోరుకుంటున్నాను. సైన్స్ అభివృద్ధి చెందింది, చెందుతుంది, ఈ రెండు అనుకున్నట్లయితే ఇంకా చెందబోతుంది అనేది కూడా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే మీకు తెలుసు, సెల్ ఫోన్కి కన్ను ఉంది, కెమెరా, చెవి ఉంది, అదే స్పీకర్, మరి నోస్ ఉందా స్మెల్ చేయడానికి అంటే ఏమో మీరు ఎవరైనా దాన్ని కనుక్కుంటారేమో, ఉండొచ్చేమో అని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. అండ్ ఇంకా ఫైనల్గా నేను చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే, స్ట్రీట్ లైట్ నుంచి శాటిలైట్ వరకు, టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ నుంచి ఫేస్బుక్ వరకు ఇలా చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతే ప్రతిదీ కూడా సైన్సే. సైన్స్కి అంతం లేదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ కంటిన్యూయింగ్ ప్రాసెస్. ఈ రోజుకి ఇది నిజం, రేపటికి మళ్ళీ ఇంకేదవుతుందో అనేటటువంటిది నిగ్గు తేల్చేది ఈ సైన్స్. అటువంటి సైన్స్ని ప్రమోట్ చేసేదే ఈ IAPT అనేటటువంటిది. సో నథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఫైనల్. ఇప్పటికి ఇది నిజమని చెప్తున్నాను కాబట్టి నేను మీ స్టూడెంట్స్ మీ అందరిని కోరుకుంది ఏంటంటే, మారుతున్న కాలానికి అనుగుణంగా మీరు కూడా మారుతూ ఉంటూ లోకల్గా ఉండిపోకుండా లోకల్ నుంచి గ్లోబల్గా మీరు ఎదగాలని చెప్పి మా IAPT అండ్ ఆల్ కాలేజీ లెక్చరర్స్, ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్స్ అందరూ కూడా మేము ఆకాంక్షిస్తూ మీలో సైంటిఫిక్ టెంపర్ని, సైంటిఫిక్ యాటిట్యూడ్ని డెవలప్ చేస్తూ మీరు మంచి భావి భారత శాస్త్రవేత్తలుగా ఎదుగుతూ ప్రపంచాన్ని కూడా మంచిగా ఎదిగించేట్లుగా చేస్తూ మీరు ముందుకు రావాలని చెప్పి ఆకాంక్షిస్తూ నాకు ఈ అవకాశాన్ని ఇచ్చినటువంటి డాక్టర్ సహాయ్ భాస్కరన్ గారికి థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్తున్నాను. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ మచ్ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు డాక్టర్ సహాయ్ భాస్కరన్ జీ అండ్ ఆల్ Andhra Laila College team members. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chandrasekhar, the Secretary of Indian Association of Physics Teachers, for your nice introduction to have science, the intense ideas of science that has to go into the minds of the students, for which IAPT is making lot of efforts. I believe some of you students might have recently participated in the Anvesika, in which H.C. Verma, he himself leads it, and Dr. Chandrasekhar is one of the leading spirit in AP, and he also conducts a lot of other programs, and I believe Chandrasekhar sir will have another program with you in due course of time. So thank you, Chandrasekhar ji, for nicely presenting the activities of IAPT. Thank you, sir. And sure, with all together as science teachers, we take forward this mission of reaching, inspiring with the great opportunities given. One such opportunity is this platform in which we are all scattered at different places, yet we are able to get connected. And there is also plan to invite H.C. Verma ji to one of these programs. I believe everything will be possible in due course of time. Thank you, sir. And I also welcome Sri Sri Srinivasa Shastri, our head of the Department of Physics, for this program webinar, and all the other guests. And I believe there are about 200 students and staff and colleagues connected in YouTube Live. On behalf of the organizers, I welcome each and every one of you for this program. Now, a small introduction about Lakshman Suri Garu. He is a science promoter as well a member, executive member of Indian Association of Physics Teachers. The teachers, science teachers in AP as well, the whole of India knows them. So he is conducting number of workshops, science promotion activities in AP as well as the whole country. And as I was telling at the introduction, last year he organized a program in our college which was very much interesting and which was well appreciated by all our students. I believe you students will have enjoy this program, and he has got a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of spirit to promote science. That is one thing we all, as a science teachers, should imbibe. And I am sure, and this again is an experiment. As physicists, we always have to do experiments. Whether it is successful or whether it going to teach us some lessons, we have to experiment. This experiment we are doing with the Google Meet, and well, we are connecting through YouTube Live. I am not very sure it will be 100% perfect, right? So there may be some technical challenges, but still, as a physics graduate, physics students, we should not shy away from taking experiments. So this is one experiment we are starting. If it's successful, definitely we will have many activities in future. There may be some technical hitches. No, any experiment, as I was telling, could also lead to failures, but that will teach us a new lesson. That's how the whole science have grown. So if any problems in YouTube, kindly bear with us. And sometimes, no, when we allow chat box, many students will go on saying hi, hello, hi, how are you, and all, and the whole concentration will deviate. So we have not enabled the live chat. However, I will keep one chat box. It is again a Google form, right? You are welcome to type any comments, any questions in the chat box that is there in the comment section. So in case you want to ask certain questions, you can also ask at the end. That is how we proceed. And at the end of the program, there will be a Google link, and you are expected to fill the Google link. Whoever fills the Google link correctly, they will have the certificates within 1 week. So again, there is a technical problem. A certificate can be dispatched 100 per day. So kindly bear with us. Within a week, those who are attending this webinar from now to end and complete the Google form will get certificates at the end of the program. This is our model. So once again, with the same spirit of science, let us experiment together. And I believe this will be a successful model. And in future, we will have with Chandrasekhar and if possible with H.C. Verma himself. All these are possible with your collaboration, cooperation. So I hand over the stage, the platform, YouTube Live to Sri Lakshman Suri Garu, and I am sure you is going to inspire you. And one way, if you are having scientific temper, it will be a great entertainment. That is how we should learn science. And I request Lakshman Suri Garu, the great science promoter, as well as a dedicated teacher of science, and all over India is known in the science community. I request him to take over. Dr. Sri Lakshman Suri Garu. సార్ లక్ష్మణ్ సూరి గారు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి సార్. సార్
Welcome to all the participants. Really, it gives me immense pleasure to demonstrate some of the experiments. So, hope we are living in the world of electricity. Without electricity, we cannot imagine the modern world.
Sir, your
So,
voice is big.
if you can see any network, any computer, I don't know how many of you have seen, this is the printed circuit board, which is full of
Sir, your voice is big.
capacitors, resistors, transistors. So many things are integrated on a single board. Being a science student, you have to acquire the hobby of observing each and everything.
ఓకే
Okay. Now you know, without cell phone, even in this pandemic, worldwide problem,
ఓకే యూట్యూబ్
we are living happily
is joined there.
because of mobile. So there is a mobile charger. Okay.
No.
So many of you have seen
That,
how
that
this
is a
charger
YouTube
works.
link. I will send the YouTube
If I
link.
can
Join
break this
now.
charger and break it,
Okay. Send up. WhatsApp is not.
okay,
Just watch.
I'm breaking the charger. Now if you can see the circuit, don't break the charger's duration. So there is a transformer, there is a capacitor, resistor, transistor, diodes. Have you heard these names? There are two elements which are ruling the entire world. One is passive elements, another is active elements. Okay, so worldwide, electricity is a measure without which we cannot live. Nowadays, everybody is the food is electricity. So without charger, early morning without charger, we cannot run our show. There is light emitting diode. So any one of you have you observed all these things? So sound వెళ్ళేది ఇందులోంచి sound వెళ్ళేది. So what I am telling, how this electricity was originated, how all these components are evolved. So starting from William Gilbert, Benjamin Franklin, Einstein, Michael Faraday. These are all the gods. These are all the real heroes. So on the auspicious occasion of Michael Faraday birthday celebrations, we are organizing. Friends, directly we will shoot into the experiment. The first experiment is charging. Now, write down. Oh, hope this is a class. This is not an entertainment session. This is a class. And the first experiment I'm going to demonstrate. The first experiment is charging. Charging. How many types of charging methods are there? The first one is friction. Second one is conduction. And third method is induction. So how to produce? Let me demonstrate. Okay. Keep the water bottle. I kept a water bottle, some bottle. Now you can take a neutral charge, neutral straw. It is a neutral. What do you mean by neutral? Which is having both electrons and protons equal in number. Now I am keeping one straw here. Or this experiment you can demonstrate it in your room also. Take another straw, any type of straw. No need of colors, no need of bottle selection. This is also neutral. Again, I am telling neutral means positive, negative charge equal. Net charge is zero. Okay. So Q is equal to plus LV minus LV 0 plus L proton minus L electron, negative electron. Benjamin Franklin has given. Now, what I am doing, I am making this as a charged body. How to make charged body? By friction. You can select any cloth, or even you can take your shirt also. Whatever the thing you will available. Okay. So now I am opening this kerchief. I am rubbing. You can see rubbing. So friction, heat energy develops. Now this star is charged. Now you can see what will happen. Abracadabra. So automatically this charge, it is rotating, start rotating. Again you can see, no contact at all. Have you observed it? So this is the fundamental point observed by William Gilbert while cleaning the objects in the house. He cleaned glass rod. Now again you can see, stop. Again you can see, I'm changing the direction also, right? Is there any physical contact is there? No contact at all. If I am taking the neutral star, this is a neutral, I am keeping no motion at all. So, my dear students, remember, this is the origin, this is the fundamental point by which electricity was created. Again, you can do your home also. See? Right? Now I'm changing the direction. So, what happened? So, this star became a charged body. So, whenever I'm moving, this neutral star lost electrons. Really, they are not lost. All the electrons are shifted to this kerchief. Now it is a negatively charged kerchief. It is a positively charged. Then this is the friction. Then what do you mean by conduction? So this is the cycle. Remember, this is not a magic show. After demonstrating all the magics of electricity, I am demonstrating that logic also. So now, this star, I think you are all observing, this star become a positively charged body because of friction, right? Then I kept another neutral star. The method is induction. First method is friction. So immediately the star which I kept on the body, this star separated the charges, opposite charges. All these negative charges are on this side and all the positive charges on this side, which is called polarization. My dear students, even though you are school students, note down all these points. In the engineering, in the intermediate, you will feel very comfortable. Then plus minus, there is a attraction. F is equal to, though it is a line charge, continuous charge, I am considering it as a point charge. For a point charge, this is the formula. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1, Q2 by distance between them is R squared. So this is the basic formula because of which charges have developed. So, my dear friends, positive charge, negative charge. This is friction, this is induction. Then is the star is moving or rotating? Rotatory motion. For rotatory motion, which force is required? Tau. So tau bar is equal to, I am writing here, tau bar is equal to R bar cross epsilon. Now the total physics will come. So if I can start explaining this experiment, it takes nearly 1 hour. Just is a demonstration purpose, just to engulf the firing. So this is the first experiment made in the 17th century by William Gilbert. While cleaning, accidentally, this electricity was developed. Okay, hope you enjoyed this experiment. Okay, come on boys, next I am demonstrating second experiment, that is how many types of currents we are using. When this charge is in motion, it is called current electricity. I'm requesting all the 8th, 9th, 10th, those who are present, please note down, because it is not a cinema. Maybe you will forget after this session. Okay, I'm removing this. And then second one, and second case is there. That second case is called, we are using AC and DC. I don't know how many of you are known about these things. The first one is AC, not cooling AC, current, alternating current. Second one, DC. You know, hope you, without this, there is no life at all. Even the nowadays kids are playing with this 9 volts cell. 9 volt cell or battery. It's a 9 volts. It is having plus and minus. So red is plus, and this black color is minus. And this 9 volts chemical energy stored converts into electrical energy. So this is the power also DC. So if you can plot a graph for DC, this is the time and this is the time current. The graph will be like this. 9 volts is fixed, no frequency at all. Only voltage, for frequency, not like this, it's going like this. If anything is moving like this, periodic motion, simple harmonic motion, then only you will get the word F. Voltage is fixed. How we are getting? Chemical energy into electrical energy. But it is very costly affair. Using DC is a costly affair. Transmission is very, very difficult. From ATPS to our house, transmission is very difficult. So, remember Michael Faraday, the great person who made this AC generator. Very simple dynamo. So, what is this AC dynamo? You can see I am doing work. So, now you can see I am rotating this. I'm rotating this, doing more and more work. All this work. Have you seen the lights? Okay, without any power supply, how we got light? Later on, I will explain again in detail about this. So, my dear students, what I am doing is mechanical work. That mechanical was converted into electrical energy. That electrical energy converted into light energy. So, this is called AC. And this is from battery. And AC is from generator. This is like this. And gradually increasing, coming to 0, changing the direction. So this is the, and this is the AC generator. We never bothered how we are getting this entire power. Okay, so this is the way we are getting this AC power, and the equation is I naught sin omega t. I will later tell you the details. So remember, my dear students, when the charge is in flow, it is called current. Current is of two types: alternating current, alternating our fan, mixie, grinder, everything. But cell phone only works with this. Cell phone works with this. That's why we are using transformer. So being a science student, our IAPT always tries, you have to know all these words, then you will feel comfortable in your using it. So you got idea. So again I am showing, this is the DC, direct current, 9 volts, and this is AC. But current. Now, this is AC generator. Hope you have enjoyed. This is the second experiment. And third experiment. Sir, if I can hold AC, what will happen? 9 volts AC touching. You can see. I'm holding 9 volts. No, I'm very free. So our body is having resistance. Our body is having resistance. Now, if AC is possible through the human body, what happens? That I will demonstrate. Okay. So third experiment. Conduction of electricity through human body. Okay. Third one, live body, or another name, phase body, and the neutral body. neutral wire. So this is the switchboard. This is the power supply through which we are getting. Now I made a board. Now you can see this is the third experiment. Dear students, I am warning all the students, don't do these experiments in your house. Okay, why? Because without the parental care, without the guidance of teacher, please don't do, because don't play with electricity. Now you can see in worldwide we are using two lights. This is red color, this is red color, and this is in this is in red, this is in black. In the worldwide, wherever you go, now you can see I am putting in the flex box. This is the box, extension box. All these things you have to know, my dear children. Extension box. So I connected here using the tester. So this is the tester. This is the tester. Now you can see. Okay. Bulb is glowing. You can see if the bulb is glowing. Conditioner. Now you can see if the bulb is glowing. Yes. Bulb is glowing. Yes, very good. If bulb is glowing, that is phase wire. If the bulb is not glowing, that is neutral wire. So remember, my dear students, AC is having two wires. Alternating current means one is live wire, in which only bulb glows, and another one is neutral wire, in which no bulb glows. Now can I touch it? I want to taste the alternating current. What is the taste? My wife is asking every time you are telling electricity, have you ever tested it? My dear students, again I am telling, don't do this experiment. Now I am checking, is human body conductor or insulator? What do you mean by conductor? Rich of electron. What do you mean by insulator? No free electrons. Okay. Now I am holding these to pray for my health. Nothing will happen, because we are for the science development. Now one person will take the tester. Again I am telling, please don't do this experiment. Just to explain whether human body conduct or not. Skin, air, nail, three parts. Which is conductor, which is insulator. Okay? Okay. Okay. Alright, you can see, I only Mr. Subhareddy, who is the electrical man. Have you seen? Have you seen? Okay. Have you seen it? That's right. Are you conditioner? Okay. Right. Now nail. He is keeping on the nail. No bulb is glowing on the nail, on the circle. It's not glowing. Hair, only hair. Not glowing. Skin. It is glowing. Is it? Like it. I have observed it. So the bulb is glowing only on the skin, wet skin. If it is dry, you can't get that much of it. So what's the conclusion? Human body is a good conductor of electricity. And remember, again I am telling, don't do this experiment. There is a small magic is there, phase and neutral. You can consult with an electrician. And I am introducing Mr. Subhareddy. He is the man, electrician, photographer, all rounder. He is my close friend. Whatever the doubts I am having, always I use it to consult him. Okay. So remember, phase and neutral, kept in your mind. In phase, light glows. In neutral, no bulb glows. And in this way, our human body is having resistance or 100 ohm ఎప్పుడు వెక్కల్ తడిగా ఉన్నప్పుడు and 5 lakhs 5 lakhs ohm 5 lakhs dry. When your skin is dry, this is the range of resistance our human body has. Okay, right? Then what is the current? Current means current is Q by T, N E by T, N number of electrons, charge of electron 1.6 to 10 more minus equal to T second. If I can start a practical class, experiments will be gone out. So later on, each and every experiment take 2 hours discussion. Only in the lighter way. So 0.07 there. మన బాడీలో 0.07 ఆంపియర్ కరెంట్ ఫ్లో అయితే హార్ట్ విల్ స్టాప్స్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ prolonged, muscles will contract. That is called human shock. That is called shock. That's why don't play with current. Don't play. Always take always help. If you are playing with batteries, DC nothing will happen. But AC is always dangerous. So beware of this alternating current. Now, I think you have enjoyed. Human body is a good conductor, and in the human body, nails are bad conductor. Air is the bad conductor. That's why nowadays very easy to cremate is electrical crematory. Okay. I think you have enjoyed this experiment. Phase wise, for every experiment, you can note down the important points. Phase wise, neutral wise. Earth wise is there. So, you can see this plug holder. Plug holder, there are 3 things here. Most of the students, they don't know that is what. So, they don't know this is earth wise, this is phase wise, this is what we are putting the plug like this. We are putting the plug this earth wise to prevent the short circuits. And this is phase wise, and this is the రెండిట్లలోనూ బల్బు వెలిగితే కష్టంకి ఇలా పెట్టారు బల్బు వెలిగి ఇలా పెట్టారు బల్బు వెలిగి క్లోజ్. ఇంట్లో అందరికీ కరెంట్ షాక్ ఉంటుంది. ఇమీడియట్లీ కన్సల్ట్. ఇఫ్ ఎనీథింగ్ హ్యాపన్స్ టు us, డాక్టర్ is the person who has to consult. If both immediately consult electrician, right? And now we will see conduction of electricity through liquids. For that I made a board very simple. My friend Suri made all these things, given me as a gift, and electrical. And this is the power supply. One is the phase, and another is neutral. This is the insulator, plastic pipe. Inside copper is there. Copper is the conductor, and this is the bulb. Thomas Alva Edison. Who revolutionized that entire world. So I am keeping the bulb and I am applying the car. It is older. Now I am keeping. Now for vision, I am keeping this. Now I am keeping here, right? Now you can see I am keeping the plug. So again I am telling red color is the symbol for phase. This one is neutral. Remember, wherever you go, international standard. Which color we are using for earthquake? Yellow. Now, you can switch. Why even the switch on bulb is not on? Bulb is not glowing. Why? Because circuit is open. What do you mean by open circuit? Open circuit means resistance is infinity. In between phase and the neutral, air is there. Air is the bad conductor. Now you can see. So, okay. Now I am closing the circuit. Once the circuit is closed, then only current flows. My dear children, remember, always I am using 2 words. One is V, voltage, work done. I, current flow, water tank, battery. water flowing, electrons flowing. That electron flow is current. Now you can see circuit is closed. Have seen the bulb closed. Once the circuit is closed, then only current flows. But when the open, current is not flowing, but still potential difference exists. Now I check my body, but don't ask me again, sir. Again you can hold, sir. No, that is over. Now we will test drinking water. Just now my son Krishna is engineering electrical student. Daddy can take some water. So I want to test this water is good conductor or bad conductor. Whether it is a mineral water or this, I am keeping here, right? And I am closing the circuit with the glass. Now you can see, with the glass I close. Bulb is not blowing. What happened? So inside this glass, though atoms are there are no free electrons. That's why it is insulated. Now you can say I am keeping on the wood. No, blackboard. Everything is bad conductors. But if I am closing the circuit, you can see this is the full intensity. Remember this intensity. Now I am closing the circuit with water. Any change in the intensity? Any change you have observed? In the previous case, intensity is more. Now a little bit was decreased. Now this is water, which is having sodium, magnesium, salts are there. Now I am changing the water, groundwater. Bring groundwater. So, dear students, remember there are two words: conductors, insulators. Conductors means rich of electrons. Though I am a Telugu medium student, keeping Sai Bhaskaran sir told me that most of the students are English medium sir. Later on we will conduct this. Now I am closing this circuit with another water, pure groundwater. You can see the intensity. Intensity was increased. Now I am keeping some salts. Now if you can put salt inside this water, what will happen? So salt is a good conductor which is rich of free electrons. So this is the salt water. All the salt is dissolved. Again it's a chemistry. Okay, even though you are adding so many salts, water does not come out. Okay, I am keeping here. Again I am testing. You can see intensity was increased or decreased. Intensity was increased. Now, what is the conclusion? Mineral water, if it is a 100% ionized water, so it is a spirited water, you won't get anywhere. Where mineral water అని చెప్పన్న దాంట్లో బల్బు వెలగలేదు అంటే ఆ వాటర్కు సోడియం, మెగ్నీషియం, పొటాషియం సాల్ట్స్ లేవు. పూర్తిగా జీరో చేస్తే మన బాడీ ఉండదు. Our body requires electrolytes. So this is important experiment which explains about conduction of electricity through different objects, conductors and insulators. Now we will switch over to Ohm's law, series and parallel. Series and parallel. Okay. Right. In the filament, what we are using? So, next experiment, what do you mean by Ohm's law? How to understand that Ohm's law? Theory is Ohm's law. Everybody is telling V is equal to IR. No, that is wrong. Actually, Ohm's law is anything theory. Have patience. J bar is equal to sigma V bar. J means current density, current by area. Sigma means conductivity. This conductivity is nothing but 1 by resistivity. E for electric field. Electron is a charged body. Okay. That battery, what I am telling, this battery develops electric field, always from positive, which is measured as E by L. Again, what is the formula for resistance? Rho L by J. Then what is the answer for rho? R J by L. Therefore, I by J is equal to 1 by RA by L into E by L. Maybe find difficult for 8th grade students, but even then you can listen. So AA cancel, LL cancel, what will that I is equal to 1 by R into V. Remember, all the 10th class students that are doing mistake. I is directly proportional to V. And then V directly proportional to I కాదు. ఓమ్స్ లా అంటే కరెంట్ వల్ల పొటెన్షియల్ it creates potential difference. So because of potential difference, you are getting current. So this is the correct Ohm's law. This is vectorial relation, and I is directly proportional to R. Remember, my dear students, current to V. V is independent quantity. I is the dependent quantity. Right? Then how to measure resistance? Already I have shown printed circuit board. Printed circuit board. Yes. You can see all these colors. Here you can see. Are you observing the colors? Are you observing colors? These are all resistors which are printed with colors. They are called color code carbon resistor. So this is, I hope we have looked at this. Ohm's law ante V is directly proportional to I. I is directly proportional to V. Reciprocal 1 by L. Okay. So based on this Ohm's law, we can discuss about series and parallel. Okay. What do you mean by series and parallel? You know, bulb, electric bulb. Series. Mood bulb getting. Now you can see, boys. This is the filament. ఇప్పుడేం తీశారు బల్బు పగిలికొట్టాను ఇప్పుడైనా జీవితం ఒకసారి చిన్నప్పుడు మా ఫ్రెండ్స్ చంద్రశేఖర్ నరసింహరాజు దాదాపు అదే మా పని ఏంటంటే బల్బుని పగిలికొట్టడం అందులోంచి ఫిలమెంట్ బయటపడేయడం రంగురంగుల నీళ్లు పోసి ఇంటి ముందర తగిలించడం. ఓ వాట్ ఏ బ్యూటీ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ బల్బ్స్. ఎక్కడైనా బల్బు జరిగితే పగలగొట్టారు, బల్బుని కాదు ఈ ఫిలమెంట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫిలమెంట్, okay, which is called tungsten. But its chemical name is ultra, and it is having high melting point. High melting point, nearly 3, 4, 6 to like this. Something is there, high melting point. It won't melt quickly, and is high resistivity. So these are very high. All A by W. O is equal to R by U. Okay, it is better. R is equal to UL by U. Here you can see length is more. For any filament, length is more. Very thin filament ఎప్పుడు స్లిమ్ సైజ్లో ఉంటాయి, కమ్ సైజ్లో ఉంటాం. మీరు మరి ఎప్పుడైనా ఆలోచించారు ఫిలమెంట్ అంత సన్నగా ఎందుకుంది, అంత పొడుగ్గా ఎందుకుంది? బికాస్ ఐ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద రీజన్. L is the length, A is the area of cross section, Rho is the material name is constant, high melting point, length more, area less, therefore resistance is more. If resistance is more, H is equal to I square heat energy. That's why bulb is called incandescent. This is called incandescent bulb. చాలా ఇలా చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతే రాత్రి అవుతుంది. సో ఐ విల్ డెమాన్స్ట్రేట్ దట్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్. సో ఎలక్ట్రిక్ బల్బ్ లో ఉండేది ఫిలమెంట్ అంటే టంగ్స్టన్ పీరియడ్, ultra, high melting point, high resistivity. Please register all these points 1 or 2 times. Right? Then only you will acquire the knowledge. You can share all this webinar topic to others. Then you will get lot of knowledge. Then I have taken 3 bulbs. 3 bulbs. You can see in your 3 bulbs. You can see in our houses we are using 2 connections. You can ask any. Okay. Also. So many teachers are taking the subject. So that's why what we call Jilla Parishad school science teachers who are working in rural areas. Every day traveling 2 hours, 3 hours, molding the children. Now you can see these are the 3 bulbs. This connection is called, all the bulbs are rated with 2 things, wattage and voltage. Market lo పెట్టాలంటే 2 values ఉంటాయి. So all these 3 bulbs are having same wattage. Using that formula, resistance is equal to P bulb. P is equal to V squared by R. Using this formula, you can find the resistance. So all these 3 are having same rating. 3 బల్బులు యొక్క ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఒకటే, సిరీస్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఓకే, కనిపిస్తుందా? కనిపిస్తుంది. కాస్త లైట్ తీసి చూద్దాం, చూడండి. ఎస్, ఇంకా okay, I have seen the 3 bulbs with the equal intensity. Why they are having equal intensity? Because 3 bulbs rating wattage is there. If I am removing 1 bulb, you can see what will happen. Can I remove this? Can I remove this bulb? If I am removing this, all the bulbs are gone. Power supply stop. Okay, again I am putting the bulb. Again the bulbs are in connection. This is the problem with series. Okay, so here you can see what do you mean by series. What do you mean by series connection? Same current flows. Is it correct? You can see. Oh, you can see the wire connection. If you can see the wire connection properly, again students, I am telling, don't do all these experiments. You have to do, but with your science teachers. All these experiments are already there with your Jilla Parishad teachers. Nowadays, each and every Jilla Parishad, JND and Kendriya Vidyalaya teachers are always using these kit along with chalk and top and kit. Every JND, every KV school teacher is there. Now, same supply is going. Only one wire is going, you can see. So what is the Indian voltage? How many bulbs are there? 3 bulbs. 240 by 3, how much? 80 volts, 80 volts, 80 volts equally divided. That's why this bulb is not glowing with full intensity. If I am giving 240 volts, you know what will happen? It will go 230, 240. It changes slightly. But 80 voltage is divided. Voltage divides. Current is same. Resistor in 1 by 1. Again, if you can solve R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, B is equal to IR, all these things you know, parallel. Now, if I am keeping these 3 bulbs in parallel, what will happen? You can see. Now you can see the connection. Why this is called parallel connection. The same wire is going to this. Previously, it is not like this. There is no intermediate connection, you can see. Resistor, without this knowledge, no IIT, no NIT. Forget about IITs. These are all life. Okay? So in the parallel, can you expect how the bulbs will glow? Actually, all these experiments, you know very well, pretty well. Okay, I am keeping in the folder. Now you can see. Can you guess? Mind mapping వేసుకోండి. ఏ బల్బ్ ఇందాక ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఎక్కువ, ఇప్పుడు ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఎక్కువ, ఒకసారి అనుకోండి. How you can imagine? Okay. Oh, intensity was increased. Have you seen it? Intensity increased or decreased? Okay. Diya jalaya maine. So intensity was increased. Okay. Now if I am removing previous bulb, I am removing this bulb. Can anybody guess what is happening? If I am removing this, nothing will happen. So in the bedroom, switch on. Kitchen room light, drawing room light is on. That's why in all our houses, parallel conductivity is so here what happened? The voltage was divided. No, voltage is not divided. Have you understood? In these three bulbs, same voltage 240, 240, same. Current was divided. That is the point. So, my dear students, know about voltage, know about current. ఇంట్లో కరెంట్ పోయింది అనే మాట నార్మల్. సో పవర్ పోయిందన్న కరెంటు వోల్టేజ్ విడివిడిగా ఉంటారు. వోల్టేజ్ వల్ల కరెంట్. I'm telling in Telugu also. So remember, being a science students, don't say mummy current point. No, mummy power point. Power is equal to voltage into current. Okay. Now next experiment. Now my dear students, can resistance constant? What next experiment? Okay, series and parallel is over. Okay. Series.
Actually, I asked it first.
Series and parallel is over. In series, all these series and parallel combinations are based on series and parallel are based on what? They are based on Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? You know pretty well.
Yeah, very good.
Ohm's law you know very well. At constant temperature, this is carbon resistor. V is equal to IR usage, and it is measured in ohms. Which energy is used? Heat energy, I square or T. But resistor ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే టోటల్ గా సర్క్యూట్ లో ఉండే కరెంట్ వాల్యూని తగ్గించి ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ ని కాపాడుతుంది. I will explain again. Okay. Then this is called, listen. This is called thermistor. We are living in the world of sensor. Now I am telling about sensor. సెన్సర్ అంటే తెలుసా అండి? మీరు ఇలా చేపెట్టంగానే ఇలా చేపెట్టంగానే నీరు కాదు, ఇలా అనగానే బల్బులు వెలుగుతుంది, మీ బాడీ టెంపరేచర్కి బెల్లు పోతుంది. That is called sensors. We are living in the world of sensors. And one of the sensor is, this is called thermistor. Of course, it's not there in your syllabus, but being a technical students, you have to know the sensors. What do you mean by thermistor? Thermal resistor, whose resistance changes, increases or decreases with temperature. అందుకోండి అలాంటి సెన్సర్ ఒకటి మీరు చూపించబోతుంది. ఇదిగో చూడండి, ఇదిగో ఈ సర్క్యూట్ చూడండి, ఇందులో ఉంది దిస్ ఈజ్ థెర్మిస్టర్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ద బజర్. అండ్ యాజ్ యూజువల్ ఫేజ్ వై న్యూట్రల్ వై ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ టు ఏసీ సప్లై. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఉన్నాడు, ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడ చూస్తారు అని ఎక్కడో మూలకి వెళ్ళిపోయి సిగరెట్ తాగాడు. సిగరెట్టే కదా ఎవరు చూడండి, కానీ సిగరెట్లో వచ్చే థర్మల్ రేడియేషన్, ఇన్ఫ్రారెడ్ రేడియేషన్ ట్రావెల్స్ 3 to 10 power 8 ఇమీడియట్లీ దీనికి వెళ్ళి తగ్గుతుంది. దీనికి వెళ్ళి తగలంగానే బెల్లు మోగుతుంది. బెల్లు మోగగానే పోలీస్ స్టేషన్ తెలుస్తుంది. ఆ బెల్లు వేస్తే ఏ రోడ్లో పోలీస్ స్టేషన్. థెర్మిస్టర్, థర్మల్ రెసిస్టర్. ఇవ్వండి పవర్ ఆన్ చేసాం కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు పవర్ ఆన్ చేసాం, బెల్లు ఎందుకు మోగట్లా అంటే this thermistor is having high resistance. How to decrease the resistance? Now, and what I am doing, you can see. Are you getting my point? Presently, the bell is not ringing even though circuit is closed, because this is dropped more voltage. All the voltage was dropped here. No voltage is left across the buzzer. So we have to divide the voltage. We have to reduce the voltage now in this thermistor. So it is a special material, oxide, epoxy material. Okay, I am not going into detail, it will become one session. Okay, now you can see what I am doing. What is that? Continuously bell is ringing. The police person, police వచ్చే వరకు బెల్లు మోగుతూనే ఉంది. చూసారు ఎంత సెన్సిటివ్ అది. ఇది కొద్దిగా 100 రూపీస్ కాబట్టి ₹1000 అనుకోండి, మీరు అగ్గిపుల్లు ఇలా వెలిగించి పెడితే చాలు, అక్కడ దాన్ని ఇస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు కుర్రాళ్ళు జాగ్రత్త, అర్థమైందా? ఎవరు చూడట్లేదు, మనం ఎవరు పట్టుకోలేదు అనుకుంటే గోల్డ్ ఆఫ్ పవర్ఫుల్ టెక్నాలజీ, అర్థమైందా? కాబట్టి శాటిలైట్ చూస్తాం మనం, దేవుడు ఉన్నాడు, ఆ దేవుడే శాటిలైట్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు థెర్మిస్టర్ అర్థమైందండి. థెర్మిస్టర్ యొక్క ఆల్ఫా, ఆల్ఫా అంటే టెంపరేచర్ అనే ఇలా సబ్జెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. టెంపరేచర్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. కాబట్టి ఈ ఆల్ఫా నెగిటివ్, ఇప్పుడు నేను వాడిన థెర్మిస్టర్ కి ఆల్ఫా నెగిటివ్. వాట్ యు మీన్ బై ఆల్ఫా నెగిటివ్? ఆల్ఫా నెగిటివ్ అంటే యాజ్ టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ డిక్రీజ్. ఆల్ఫా పాజిటివ్ ఎంపీటీ పిఎండి, నెగిటివ్ టెంపరేచర్ కోఎఫిషియంట్, పాజిటివ్ టెంపరేచర్ కోఎఫిషియంట్, టీటీసీ ఎన్టీసీ రెండు రకాలు. బట్ దీన్ని హీట్ సెన్సర్ అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు అనొచ్చు, సార్ నేను రోడ్డు మీద వెళ్తున్నాను సార్, ట్రాఫిక్ లైట్స్ లేవు, అప్పుడు వాడేదాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే ఫోటో రెసిస్టర్. నెక్స్ట్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ ఫోటో రెసిస్టర్. ఫోటో మీన్స్ వాట్? What do you mean by photo resistor? So this is the symbol for photo resistor. Whose resistance? Yes, my dear students. Remember, you are all future scientists. So you have to know photo resistor. Or another name, light depending resistor. ఇదిగో చూడండి, ఇది చిన్న సర్క్యూటే, వీరు కూడా ఇంట్లో తయారు చేసుకోవచ్చు, వెరీ సెన్సిటివ్. సో ఐఎమ్ డిమాన్స్ట్రేటింగ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ థెర్మిస్టర్. చూడండి ఎంత చిన్నగా ఉందో. ఇదిగోండి పక్కనే ఉంది లైట్ ఎమిటింగ్ డయోడ్, కనిపిస్తుంది ఏమన్నా? పక్కనే ఉంది ఫిక్స్డ్ కార్బన్ రెసిస్టర్. ఓన్లీ 3 కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. అగైన్ ఐఎమ్ రిపీటింగ్. ఇప్పుడు okay, 3 components. One is fixed resistor, carbon resistor, whose resistance is fixed, and this is called LDR, light depending resistor. Will ila veltunde kalbu techukuntayi. Now I am connecting batteries to the circuit, whether the bulb will go or not. Okay, you can see the bulb is glowing. కనిపించట్లా కదా, కొద్దిగా వెలిగిందంటే బ్యాటరీ డిశ్చార్జ్ అయిపోయినట్టుంది. బల్బ్ ఏమైనా గ్లో అవుతున్నట్టుందా మీకు? సో వెన్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో లైట్, బల్బ్ ఈస్ నాట్ గ్లోయింగ్. ఒక బల్బ్ ఇంకా 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 లేదు. సో యాజ్ ద ఇన్సిడెంట్ లైట్ ఈస్ చేంజింగ్, ద బల్బ్ గ్లో ఆల్సో చేంజెస్. నౌ యూ కెన్ సీ విత్ మై ఫింగర్ ఐఎమ్ క్లోజింగ్ దిస్ LDR. I'm closing this LDR. Bulb is not glowing, you can see, but I am removing. It is glowing. You can see I am closing this LDR. This is LDR. Where I am putting my hand is LDR. Now I am opening. So like this, I think it's not visible because of this light. You can see. So this is called LDR, light depending resistor, whose resistance can be changed by incident light. So this is the way in which so in this manner, if I can start demonstrating, because this is the auspicious day of Michael Faraday. So what actually Michael Faraday experimented? Till now we learned that this is the power cell, this is the power source. But Michael Faraday revolutionized the entire world, and he introduced a concept called Faraday's law. ఈ భూమి ఉన్నంత వరకు ఉండే వీళ్ళని మన చరిత్ర పుస్తకాల్లో చాలా పేర్లు వస్తాయి, కానీ సైన్స్ పుస్తకాల్లో ఇండియన్స్ మహోబిల్ల స్నాప్లెట్స్, సివి రాములు,
Thank you so much, Father. In spite of your
That is the main motto of IAPT. Now you can see, my dear boys, what Michael Faraday revolutionized. He has taken
This is schedule.
a magnet. Actually, magnet available in two types. The first one is a bar magnet, and this bar magnet is now creating that much of field, very weak. But instead of bar magnet, I am using this neodymium magnet. Neodymium, so I am writing here, neodymium, ND, the periodic table, its number is 60. This is powerful magnet. This was flexi. Now you can see, if I am I am keeping these magnets. This is the copper coil. You can make it your own. Light emitting diode, copper coil, and this is a paper. I have taken a paper. Paper will move JC in copper coil. This is 8 core copper coil written. Preserving copper. Copper is this. Now I am keeping this. Now can you guess what will happen? Can you guess what I am going to do? Now I am moving this, moving. So till now what we learned, sir, to lit the light, battery is needed. Without battery we cannot lit. But in the 1870, the man, the hero, the legend, the brand ambassador of electricity, the father of electricity, made this simple concept of this one. Very simple. When there is a relative motion between the magnet and the coil, EMF will be generated. So this is the concept. In this way, he has given a concept. So briefly I will explain. Being a science teacher without explanation, we cannot. So this is the copper coil, and this is the area vector, and this is the area is a scalar. Therefore, area bonds A cap. Now, this is the magnet. Yes. You know, around the magnet there is some invisible field. Okay. This is flux coupling. Yes. So, all these magnetic lines, this is called flux is equal to B bar dot A bar dA cos theta. Now angle between this and this is 0, cos 0 1. So this is a wonderful instrument, wonderful mesmerizing point which will revolutionize. కాబట్టి బల్బు వెలిగించాలంటే బ్యాటరీనే అక్కర్లేదు, మ్యాగ్నెట్ మూవ్ చేసినా వస్తుంది అని. దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ Faraday's law. Hope you have enjoyed. Area is a scalar. Multiply with normal vector. Normal vector for other conditions. So A bar is equal to A n cap. Therefore, find the magnetic flux. The magnetic flux value E is equal to minus d phi by d. This is called induced EMF. So in this manner, they explain. Sir, then next question. What is this medium, sir? Next experiment. Take ready. This is Faraday's law. Next experiment, Lenz law. What Lenz law? I will explain again. Now I am taking two pipes. One is aluminum, another one is copper. Actually, we have to drop this magnet, but this is, remember, it's a very, very big magnet. Now, you can see, boys, I am dropping this magnet, freely falling with acceleration due to gravity. Now, if I am dropping, you can see, instead of dropping freely, I am dropping this from this pipe. This is a copper pipe, non-magnet. It is a non-magnet. You have to go. If you doubt also, it is a non-magnet. ఇందులోంచి పడేసా గెస్ చేయండి very mesmerizing point which is called electromagnetic damping. Okay, you can see I'm dropping very fast speed, it is coming very slow. Why it was reduced speed? Who reduces the speed? Again you can see I'm keeping, not keeping the hand. After some time I'm keeping. So which force is opposing this one? You can see. Same thing I am doing with this one, with this pipe. How? You can see. Can I start? Right? Very slowly. So what happened? Whenever there is a relative motion between the powerful neodymium magnet and this aluminum pipe,
next one lens la.
some current is induced, which is called induced current. Any induced current creates magnetic field. So it is also becoming magnetic. So the induced EMF, this negative sign is called Lenz's law. It is there in our 10th class book. Okay, Lenz's law. According to Lenz's law, this induced EMF opposing the very cause of it. Right? So in this manner, we can demonstrate so many experiments. Okay, hope your time is running very fast. Magnetic mutual box. So I will move fast because already the time is 5:30. I am ready to say as many experiments as possible. In my house,
Now
one room is full of
participants
experiments.
can ask questions
Okay, then.
here.
Then next experiment. Sir, Michael Faraday, how revolutionized this one with this Faraday's law and Lenz's law?
To the resource person.
All these mathematics, how he revolutionized. And I am explaining another concept called mutual inductance. Mutual inductance. Next experiment. Anyonya gravity. Mutual inductance. So what do you mean by mutual inductance? I'm demonstrating. To do this experiment, simple apparatus. This is a copper coil. Connect a light emitting diode. And Suri, it's a light emitting diode.
Sir. Yeah. Okay.
Similarly, number of
yes.
primary, this is called secondary. Primary, secondary. Now, I'm giving the power source. Now, I'm keeping, you can see this board. Now, I'm closing this box. Abracadabra. No abracadabra. Entire logic. Now, you can see inside primary. And is there any electrical connection? Is there? There is no electrical connection. Can one close without battery, without direct power supply? But Michael Faraday, remember, a great person. Okay, real hero, not real hero. Because you are all the lovers of real heroes. But we are the lovers of real heroes. Okay, so now you can see. Is the bulb is glowing? Bulb glowing. Slowly I am lifting. The bulb is decreasing intensity. So just by keeping on the box without any electrical connection, it is glowing. Now start thinking. What might
Section
be
will
the
open
reason
after the
for glow of
program.
this bulb? Have got any idea? Teacher పాఠం చెప్తుంటే మీరు 3-4 అడుగులు ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. ఏం చెప్పబోతున్నారు? What is going to say? So this is called mutual inductance. So this is the main concept which revolutionized in the propagation, the transmission of alternating currents, right? So what actually happened? So again, you can go to
Students are promoting
minus
the
d5 by
webcam.
once we hold the chalk piece. Easy to say. So current is changing. EMF is induced in
Questions can
secondary.
be typed here.
In this EMF was induced because you can see there is a primary. This primary creating magnetic lines. అంటే ఈ బాక్స్ పైన ఏమీ లేదని అనుకోకండి, ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ఆర్ కమింగ్, సో మెనీ ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్. ఇప్పుడు దీనిపైన కనపడని దేవుడు ఉన్నాడు. దేవుడు
Feedback link will be
కనిపిస్తే అర్థమైతే
kept here.
సిద్ధాంతం, అర్థం కాకపోతే వేదాంతం. చేయకండి అర్థం. గుళ్ళోకి వెళ్తే
Feedback link will be kept here after 20 minutes.
శక్తి కనిపిస్తుందా కనపడదు, బట్ సెన్సరీ ఆర్గన్స్ కెన్ స్మెల్ ఇట్ లైక్ గాడ్. సో ఆల్ సిమిలర్ వర్డ్స్ ఫర్ దట్ డోంట్ మేక్ ఎనీ సిద్ధాంత అర్థం చేయకండి. వాట్ వీఆర్ స్టడీయింగ్ ఇన్ ఫిజిక్స్ ఎనర్జీ is Christ in the temples as Atma, as God, all these things. Okay, so here this coil and this coil are electrically separated but magnetically
ask.
coupled. So here is equal to minus by M I. Here IP is called current in primary. This is primary already.
No need for
whatever the changes
directly
are
you can
there in
ask,
the
type your
primary,
questions.
that is causing the changes in secondary. Okay, this M is called mutual inductance. Very important IAPT question. Sir, why can't you place like this, sir? Angle
Type.
change. Why can't you place inclination change? Why can't you place in the other side height distance change? So all this mutual inductance depends upon size of both primary and secondary, and its dimension, its orientation, distance. Hope you have enjoyed this, which is called electrical Jyoti Prajwal. Okay, so this is the experiment.
I will ask
So
at the end.
in this way, we can conduct and loss magnetic. Okay, boys, hope are you getting bored? Okay, even though it is getting bored, the one which decides your life quality, you have to be patient. Okay, so the next experiment, magnetic. So which instrument works on the principle of this?
Sir, excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Formula.
Excuse me, sir. Sahay Bhaskar.
Right, sir.
Sahay Bhaskar. There are some questions also. If students are asking,
Pardon, sir?
there are some questions students are asking.
Okay.
Yeah. You will. You can conclude the experiment. Then we will answer the questions. Yes.
Sir, this is the last experiment.
Yes, sir.
Last experiment, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, please.
Okay, right, sir. Sir, this is the main instrument called transformer. You can live happily without transformer. చిన్నప్పుడు మా ఇంట్లో కరెంట్ పోతే ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ పేలిపోయింది, ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ కాలిపోయింది, కర్రలు ఇచ్చుకుని వైర్లను కలుపుతూ ఉండేవాడు. అందరికీ తెలుసు. దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ప్లేస్. మేము ఆడుకున్న ఆట కరెంట్. కర్ర ఈజ్ బ్యాడ్ కండక్టర్. మళ్ళీ ఐరన్ రాడ్తో కొట్టేవాళ్ళం. సో వుడ్ ఈస్ ఏ బ్యాడ్ కండక్టర్ విచ్ ఇస్ నాట్ హ్యావింగ్ ఫ్రీ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్. సో ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే మీ సెల్ ఫోన్ ఛార్జర్ కి కావాల్సింది, మీ సెల్ ఫోన్ కి కావాల్సింది 6 volts, కానీ మనకు వచ్చేది 240 volts. సో 240 volts was given here, and by the time it is coming out, you are 6 volts AC. Again AC to DC, these diodes. You can see some black colored bodies are there. They are called diodes. PN junction diode, active. And the capacitor is a filter. All these things you have to know in the childhood. School lone చదువుకుని మీరు ఇంటర్మీడియట్ బాగా నేర్చుకుని ఇంజనీరింగ్ వెళ్తే you are the number. Easily the company will grasp if you know all these resistors, capacitors, inductors, PN junction, transistor, right? That is the main aim of this session. Okay, this is the application of mutual inductance. Mutual inductance application, Lenz's law. కాబట్టి ప్రిన్సిపల్ చెప్పిన సైంటిస్ట్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ తయారు చేసేవాడు ఇంజనీరు, దాన్ని మార్కెట్ చేసేవాడు టెక్నాలజిస్ట్. ఇక్కడ మీరు సైంటిస్ట్ అవుతారా, ఇంజనీర్ అవుతారా, లాస్ట్ but not the least experiment. Now you can see the name of the experiment is magnetic levitation. Magnetic levitation. What do you mean by levitate? Keeping in air, even though gravity is pulling. గాలిలో తేలేటట్టు చేయడం. So now I have taken some magnets, circular magnets, north and south poles. Now I am keeping and I am dropping. No, it's not very simple. You know very well. Sorry, it's very simple and silly experiments are. Then how this experiment will leads to technology? This is science. Though you are pushing down, it is not going down. మీరు ఎంత బలంగా దీన్ని నొక్కినా కూడా అతుక్కోదు, గాల్లో అలానే ఉంటుంది. సో విచ్ ఫోర్స్ ఈజ్ రిపెలింగ్? యు నో వెరీ వెల్. ఫ్రీ బాడీ డయాగ్రామ్, MG downward, non contact force, long range force. Another magnetic force. It is also a non contact force. So these are equal in magnitude, opposite direction, keeping this entire magnet in equilibrium. ఇప్పుడు ఇలా రైలు వెళ్ళేటట్టు చేయగలరా? Is it possible to keep the rail in the air so that friction is not there? ఇప్పుడు ఇదే ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ ని మనం ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీతో చేస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది? సో లాస్ట్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ బాయ్స్, దిస్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ ట్రయల్. ఇఫ్ దిస్ వర్క్షాప్ గోస్ వెల్, we will conduct parts. We will conduct. Now I have taken a copper coil. You can see very big circuit. It is very tough to make it. All the Jilla Parishat teachers are already having all these skills. Okay, this is the copper coil. Copper coil. Wound so many times, which is called inductor. Called as inductor. The gun sparked. Heat energy was evolved. So what is the conclusion? In this capacitor, half CV square energy is stored. If I can break the capacitor, if you can break the capacitor, it will be like this. Inside there is a two plates, positive plate, negative plate surrounded with mica. Okay, so if you can break any capacitor, inside you will see like this. Inside, lubrication to reduce friction. Okay, I will take separate class for capacitors. Okay, all the energy was there. దీని ఇలా అనకుండా ఉంటే ఎన్ని రోజులైనా స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. సో కెపాసిటర్, ఇట్ ఈస్ an AC capacitor which is a parallel plate capacitor. C is equal to epsilon naught by all these things. Now I am keeping this inductor coil here. What in element? Inductor coil, and this is completely filled with iron spokes. Now do the connection. Now I am closing this. Now you can see. Okay. Now you can see. Is there any connection between this and this? Connection లేదు కదా? కానీ చూడండి, gradually ఏమవుతుంది బల్బు? The bulb is going. Hey, light. Okay, slowly చూడండి. As I am making very close, which is called mutual inductance. My friend scientific Srinivas, who is also a science promoter, is having very powerful equipment. He is also one of the science army member. Okay, so this is called mutual inductance. Now you can see, switch off. Now I have taken aluminum ring. Now I am keeping this. Okay, now switch on. Now jumped into it. This is called jumping ring. So once AC is switched on, in this aluminum ring also, electricity induced, it is becoming magnet and they are repelling. There is a lot of physics in that. It takes nearly 1 hour. If it is DC, now I have given AC. If it is DC, you know what will happen? It jumps and again falls. Because for DC, it is reaching. The normal DC is like this. For some time, fraction of seconds, it is going to max. So, with these experiments, though still so many experiments are there, transformer is there, capacitor is there, inductors are there, because we cannot teach all these things in a single seminar. Actually, IAPT members, we plan like that. It is only trial. Is it possible to demonstrate experiments in live to the students? Because all the students are locked down, continuously they are going on listening. So it's a trial basis. I don't know whether it is a success or failure. Whatever it might be, even 1 or 2 students, my knowledge, not my ours knowledge, has reached them, then I am very happy. So I am handovering. I am very thankful to all the IAPT members, especially to my wife and to my son Krishna Viswas, because they helped me. Once I am demonstrating something means I have to procure it. Okay, so with this, I am saying pranams to Sai Bhaskaran Garu, Joga Chandrasekhar Garu, my dear friend P. Srinivas Shastri Garu, and Father Reverend, and all other Saluru Degree College, and all the teachers. In the next time, we will make it a little more effective with much explanation. Nowadays, explanation is needed instead of demonstrating experiments. Demonstration is very easy, but how to explain, we will make together and we will chat out. And in the coming days, we will make it as a big program. Okay? My aim is to see as many electrical engineers. India needs electrical engineers and the aerospace engineers. Okay. With these few words, I am handovering the platform to Sri Sahai Bhaskaran Garu. Once again, thanks to all.
Thank you so much, Sri Lakshman Suri Garu, for inspiring and showing an alternate method for teaching, as well to all our students, mostly from schools, colleges, how one has to study physics. It is not memorizing that is going to help you. If you are able to understand the inner meaning, then how you can make them as a products, that's perhaps the next level. How you can make small devices, small toys, small by your one, not by using what is already made by Chinese. If this is going to inspire you to make small things, and I am sure the purpose of this IAPT and Andhra Loyola together organized program will be a great success. So thank you so much, Lakshman Suri Garu, for wonderfully explaining different concepts, starting from simple idea of charge and how the different principles of physics, what our students study in schools and intermediate level as well as in the college level, or can be understood. So nicely you have demonstrated with a number of experiments, and not only you have inspired the students and teachers, you have inspired your son and also your electrician. Really, it is nice to see that they are also collaborating on behalf of all, and definitely a great big thanks to them also. Of course, there is a formal vote of thanks by our head of the department, Srinivasa Shastri Garu. Before that, maybe a few questions the students would like to ask. They are asking in WhatsApp. Can I ask you, sir? Sir, some questions. I don't know whether we have time for all. Maybe a few questions I will try to answer. Sir, one question, Sangeet
Sir,
Jagdev.
I am not able to get what you are telling.
Yeah, please. Yes, sir. Yeah. There are some questions the students would like to ask you, sir, and they are asking in
Right, sir.
WhatsApp. Since we don't have connectivity, I will read on their behalf. One Sangeet Jagdale wants to ask: what happens actually to aluminum disc when connected to DC in last experiment? What happens to the aluminum disc when connected to DC in last experiment?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, when aluminum ring is connected to DC, the DC, say for example, 9 volts, connected to 9 volts, even with the 9 volts, anything will not reach the maximum entropy in millisecond from 0 to 9 volts. 0 to 9 volts, to reach this maximum value, it takes some milli or microseconds. In that time only, E is equal to minus d pi by dt will exist. Rate of change of flux will exist. At that time only, in the aluminum ring, flux variation is there. Time varying magnetic flux induces EMF, and this will become a magnet. Already current carrying primary is also magnet because directly we send the current. Because of induction, electromagnetic induction, it is also becoming magnet, and it is jumping up to this. Once the 9 volts standardized, okay, immediately d pi by dt is 0, as d pi by dt is 0, no induced EMF, as no induced EMF, no induced current, as there is no induced current, it is not behaving like a magnet. That's a jumping up to this. We teach as I is equal to I naught e power minus t by tau exponential. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hope you have understood this.
Yes, sir.
But
Thank
in
you,
the
sir.
case of AC, continuous d pi by dt is there. Continuous d pi by dt is there. Okay. As this exists, as long as this exists, EMF also exists. So this is the reason. But still there is a lot of physics is there. It is called LR circuit. This is resistance. And the inductor is a resistor. Inductor is LR circuit. In LR connected to AC, maintain a phase difference in opposite direction. That is another explanation, sir. Actually, most of the teachers, even include myself, we are also having a lot of doubts on it. So AC continuous inputs, how the polarities are changing, that I will discuss later. Hope you have understood my
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
explanation of this. Right, sir?
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you. Now, for the audience, we will have a feedback link after the program is over. That will be displayed in the YouTube as well in the WhatsApp group. But of course, some could not join for the WhatsApp group. Don't worry, you will get the link after the program is over in the YouTube link. So kindly stay with us for some time. And it is not a big test. Some are asking whether there is going to be exam. No exam. Simple, basic questions. The question is, what are the demonstrations given? That's all. Okay, one question is also out now. Now, sir, another question. Why does a moving charge creates a magnetic field? Maybe the question is something like this. How does a moving charge creates a magnetic field? This is posted by Yogeshwar. And of course, there is an also answer by one Vinod Kumar Kopila. He is also answering the question like due to changes in flux. You'd like to add some more, sir? The question was, why does a moving charge creates a magnetic field?
Sir, I came to understand that the question posed by the student is that how a moving charge creates. So, if any charge, there are certain observations which are called nature's laws. Nature's law. We cannot able to answer all the questions, especially in the physics. For example, gravity is there. Gravity is observed like that. But who has given that gravity property? We don't know. Like that, any charge which is at rest creates only electric field. If the same charge is moving, it will acquire additional property that it will create magnetic field. If the same charge accelerates, going on increasing its speed, it will create electromagnetic field, electromagnetic waves. Like that, we observe like this. So when any charge is moving, it attracts. In this copper wire, if I am sending an electric current, copper wire, whatever the things around the magnetic materials are there, iron pieces, all that are coming and attracted to this current carrying wire. Then only a wave set has given a statement, any current carrying conductor creates magnetic field. This is nature's law.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
right,
know
sir.
what is the example, mathematical support.
Yes, sir.
Is there, but I don't know about that mathematical support.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right, sir.
Students, as sir says, right, there is nature. We study the nature, and of course, by certain theoretical model, we try to understand. That's how it happens. So the question is not why it should happen, like how it is happening. So each one has got a connection, and when as sir has rightly pointed out, certain theoretical models can also explain. Very good, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, connected question is. Uh, Again, why the students are asking God actually, why does a paramagnetic sample display greater magnetism when cooled? Why does a paramagnetic sample display greater magnetism when cooled for the same magnetic field? That's how the question says. Manasa Banoth, she wants to ask that. Sir, I think mic is mute, sir. Yeah, mic is on mute.
Sir, please repeat the question, sir.
Yeah. Why does a paramagnetic sample display greater magnetism when cooled for the same magnetic field?
It is a question related to chemistry. So, paramagnetic, diamagnetic. So, all these things depends upon the factor susceptibility.
Yes.
So, susceptibility will decide all these things. For paramagnetic substances, susceptibility is low. Sir, which standard student goes with this question, sir?
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 What is the standard of the student goes with this question?
We don't know. On the name only is there, Manasa.
Okay, sir. It
Yes.
is related to the concept of susceptibility and
Correct.
magnetic field, sir.
Yeah, correct. So,
Because
that's right.
is less than 1.
Exactly.
And for ferromagnet, susceptibility is very much greater than 1.
Okay, sir. Correct, right, sir. So, as sir says now, there are theoretical models to understand that when you go higher level, we can always have. So, at a simple one experimental thing, it is too difficult also to explain, right? Okay. One question is, why? Okay, Lensla, why the battery is very slow? Why the battery is moving slowly when passing through aluminum pipe, sir? Actually, it's called.
That is
Why
sir,
battery
she's,
is very moving slowly when it passing through aluminum pipe?
this
This is a
experiment she is
question by
asking.
Siri. One
This
Siri.
experiment. Sir, she is asking about this experiment.
Yeah, Lensla, yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. So this is called electromagnetic damping. When you are moving on the bike, though you are increasing the speed, the air is coming and pushing you back. When you are oscillating the simple pendulum, on its own it is stopped. Who stopped it? Without any external force. So that is called viscous force, air medium. Like that, this magnet, once moving, there is a relative motion. This is fixed. Magnet is moving. Or either you can fix the magnet or you can drop the coin. Same thing will happen. Then this also, this pipe also creates its own magnetic field. This magnetic field and this original magnet will oppose in opposite direction. That means what I am saying, if I am dropping, this is the pipe, cross section of the pipe, I am dropping a magnet here, north pole and south pole, and once it is coming, this also creates a field which is north pole. So north pole will create north pole, and then the current will move in anti-clockwise direction. So originally there is no magnetic field inside this. Only it behaves a magnet once there is a flux linkage created by this. So this concept is called electromagnetic damping. Damping means opposing the motion. But in this fighting, ultimately gravity. Okay, ultimately gravity is the repulsor. Okay, so this is the magnet falling down and induced current magnetic field here, even though it is falling down with acceleration here, therefore A is equal to G minus F by R. This is the acceleration with which falling down, this acceleration less than acceleration will be there. So which is called damping, electromagnetic damping, and in this pipe, magnetic field is created.
Yes, sir.
That we are showing in the formula with the negative sign, P equal by P. This negative sign is called opposition. Opposition between original magnet and the created magnet,
Yes.
which is in accordance with the law of conservation of energy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So the induced magnet
Okay.
opposes. That's correct. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Sir, maybe students are very curious. Shall I ask some more questions are there? Yeah, one student wants to know how do we know these programs in future? I'm happy, Neer. Definitely, we will update you through the WhatsApp group. You continue to be in the WhatsApp group. Already there is a WhatsApp group. Neer, we will post such things in future. We are happy that this model helps you. If it is helps you and if you are interested, definitely we will have. Thank you. Now, why? Okay, this boy is insisting this question, sir. In the last experiment, sir, in the last experiment, can we use other material other than aluminium? In the last experiment, which you have demonstrated before we started questioning, perhaps, can we use other material other than aluminium? Please explain, sir.
Number
Jyotsna Satyamurthy. Yes. Jyotsna
one.
wants to. Yeah.
Why we used this only? Sir, why we used this one? This is a question.
Yeah. No. If we use instead of aluminium, if we use any other material, will it work?
Sir, what, sir?
In the last experiment, we used any other material.
Two things. The first one, the material should be non-magnet. Otherwise, it will go and stick to this one. It won't stick out. But it is a non-magnetic material. Second one, there should be free electrons. It should be conductor. A minimum number of free electrons. Otherwise, electrons should not be pushed out because of the induced EMF. If you can use a plastic wire or anything, okay,
Yes.
don't flux variation. Inside the plastic, there are no free electrons. All electrons are beautiful nucleus. Remove them is very tough task. So point number one, it should be non-magnetic. Second one, it should be a conductor rich of free electrons. Then only it will work in the case of jumping. These two reasons are satisfied by aluminium.
Yes,
Okay?
that's right.
With other materials, iron is good, but it will stick to this material. Copper is rich of free electrons. It will stick to it.
Yes.
There should not be ferromagnetic. It is a ferromagnetic. Like that.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Thank you, sir. That's correct.
Okay.
Jyotsna, I think you got your answer. Jyotsna. Now, yeah, there is one question from Simashi 7. The average value of the voltage. The average value of the voltage in AC circuit is 0. average value of the voltage in AC circuit is 0, how does anything happen at all? Yeah, it is something like the AC in the AC circuit average value is 0, but still how do we get things done? That's how I understand the question.
Sir,
Simashi.
maybe is the intermediate student because in the AC,
Hmm.
if you can take average, it is zero.
Yes.
But we made an instrument, voltmeter, ammeter, multimeter. All these meters does not measure average. There
Yes.
is a separate called RMS value.
Yes.
Root means square. To explain all these things, it takes a lot of mathematics. We made we made that the AC value equivalent to DC by sending heat. That's why all the measuring instruments are called heating instruments. We are not measuring the average value. We are measuring RMS value. Okay. That's why you never get zero. If you can put voltmeter, multimeter in this box. If you can put multimeter, is a very excellent question. Putting this, sir, you draw a graph like this, positive of, negative of, average zero. That I do agree. But all the instruments are made in such a way that only we are taking the positive cycle, or we are squaring all the things, and negative also becoming positive. Then we are measuring a special value called RMS. From that RMS value, we are converting peak value. Okay, that's why for RMS, I'm telling very briefly, maybe the time is up for most of the students. I is equal to, so E is equal to minus d by dt. V is equal to minus d by dt of 1 pi formula dA cos omega t. E is equal to B constant, A constant, cos omega t differentiation minus sin omega t. This is positive. So here n terms. And this you will get omega also, sin omega t. This value is 240 degrees. But this is continuously changing. This E value is changing with time. But our instrument always measures, our instrument is designed in such a way that it measures number of things, magnetic field. What do you mean by? So this is the AC generator. AC generator, magnetic field, this B. And area of the coil, this is the copper coil. N turns, N turns. How much area? And we are keeping and we are rotating. How many times omega? That omega is this. This is omega. This value we are measuring. For a generator, for AC generator, this value is fixed. Instantaneous. This is instantaneous. That's why there is a special value called RMS value. We are measuring RMS value. Mathematically, average is zero. Right, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nicely you have explained. Sky, I think you are clear with your explanation. With your, you got your answer for your questions. Many students are asking. Very nice demo. Thank you, sir. Share the link. Very nice program. Good demo. Super program, sir. Wishing you many more experiments like this. So, students, really, we are also encouraged by your comments, by your participation. And I understand there are a few more questions, but now it is already running late and many students are asking feedback link. We said 4 to 6, let us close by 4 to 6. Okay, maybe some other occasion we will get to know. Otherwise, if sir wishes, he can even use the same platform to answer your questions. Sir, there are a few more questions, but since we are running out of time, maybe we will close right now. Okay, sir. So other questions, maybe sir would post you through the same WhatsApp group. So students, you continue, those who want to have connected, you are welcome. You can continue to be in the same WhatsApp group. And I understand there is no vacancy there. We will create another WhatsApp group. We will continue to be there. We are also happy that it inspired a few students. And I request our head of the department of physics, Andhra Loyola College, Srinivasa Shastri Garu to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Bhaskaran, for asking me to thank a great enthusiastic science promoter like Dr. Lakshman Suri Garu and all the people who have participated in this excellent program. Actually, I believe in a fact that a teacher teaches, but a great teacher inspires. This is what Lakshman Suri Garu had done in this evening, especially in this pandemic situation. I profusely thank Lakshman Suri Garu for doing a wonderful job here. Normally, people, especially the students, feel that physics is difficult. If you ask the students which is the subject that you feel difficult, they immediately say that physics is difficult. Then I used to ask my students why physics is difficult. Then the students answered, answering the problems is difficult. Then I asked, why the solving problems is difficult. Then I continued saying this. If you want to solve the problems in physics, there are two things that you must do. There are two things that you must be perfect in. Number one is, first of all, you should understand the concepts in a clear way. And the second thing is that you should know the application part of the concepts. Okay, so the first thing is the concepts. First of all, they must understand the concepts in order to solve the problems. So, what is the best way to understand the concepts? This is the billion-dollar question, especially in physics. Many people feel difficulty in understanding the concepts. Now, Lakshman Suri Garu had proven the fact that the experimentation is the best way to understand the concepts. Actually, I believe in fact that you can understand the concepts in physics by understanding the experiments that have been done already and by analyzing the examples that we come across day-to-day life. So, if they analyze the examples, that is the best way, undoubtedly. But at the same time, it won't be sufficient for them to understand some basic concepts really. So, finally, the experimentation is the best way to understand the concepts. So, this is what Lakshman Suri Garu had done this evening in a fantastic way. He had taken simple experiments to make the students to understand the basic concepts. Sir, you are simply fantastic. You have almost covered the basic concepts in electricity. Like you have touched upon the charging methods. You have touched upon the concepts of AC. You have touched upon Ohm's law, concept of resistance, Kirchhoff's law, sensors, Faraday's laws, self-inductance, mutual inductance, magnetic levitation, whatnot. So, you have covered almost all the basic concepts of electricity. And moreover, the thing that I liked very much is the way in which you have answered the doubts of the students. You are very patient. You are very enthusiastic in clarifying the doubts of the students. So I thank you very much from my bottom of the heart on behalf of myself and on behalf of the Department of Physics. Thank you very much, Lakshman Suri Garu. You are not new person to us. Again, we want to see you on our campus whenever we have an occasion to see you. Please, we want to have you in our midst. Thank you. Wherever an opportunity comes, we'll always remind you and we'll definitely ask you to help us in making our students to understand the concepts in a better way. Now I understand how you have made an instrumental in making several students to touch or to reach the NITs and IITs. Thank you very much, sir. Lakshman Suri, you are really grateful and helpful to all the student community at present. So I profusely thank you once again for the wonderful session that they have rendered this evening to make the students in a better position to understand the basic concepts of physics. I would like to thank Dr. Sahabhaskaran Garu, without which this program would have been materialized. So I thank Dr. Sahabhaskaran Garu for arranging such a wonderful program. I know you are always active, you have been active always, and I request you to be very active in the coming future too. Thank you very much, Bhaskaranji. From the bottom of my heart, I really thank you very much for arranging a program like this. And we'll do it, this type of programs in future also.
Surely, surely.
Now, I thank Chandrasekhar Joga Garu for explaining the enthusiasm to make the students understand the basic concepts of physics from the IAPT. Sir, I thank you very much for addressing the students who have attended this webinar. You have explained the motives of the IAPT to make the things better. Especially in this area, lack of instrumentation, lack of efforts to make the concepts. So these are all happening, but IAPT has been doing tremendous job for very a great number of years, and I thank IAPT on behalf of myself and Department of Physics for arranging this type of wonderful programs. Last but not, I'm sorry, I thank Dr. Reverend Father Correspondent, our correspondent, for blessing this program to conduct this program in a smooth way. So without his blessings, this program would have not been materialized. And last but not least, I thank all the participants for their active participation and asking the doubts. So you have really asked some good questions. So I hope that you have really enjoyed this program, and I thank you for your interest in attending to this type of programs, and may God bless you in understand the concepts in physics very clear. So I request you, and I hope that you always been part of this type of programs once again. So I thank all the people who have made this program a grand success. I really enjoyed this session. I hope everybody enjoyed this session, and I pray to God that this type of programs would continue for relishing the concepts of physics very clearly and happily. So I thank you all. I thank one and all. Thank you very much. So thank you. Thank you, Bhaskaran.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Srinivasa Sastri Garu, for nicely summarizing and also inspiring. And definitely, we will have more activities as a part of our institutional goal to reach out to inspire the students. Definitely, we will have more. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And many students are also appreciating you, sir. And of course, it is available in the WhatsApp also. One nice comment. Really wonderful webinar. Danisha Patil. Okay. Tanishka Patil. Really wonderful. Anticipating for many more webinars like this. Physics had never been so interesting. Yes. And before. Thank you so much. So really this appreciation goes to you, Lakshman Suri Garu. And on behalf of all of you, just two announcements. I will keep the link for the feedback. So it doesn't have big essay questions, just a few questions. What did you observe? So that whether you attended or not, that's only purpose. It will be available in the YouTube once this is closed only. So once the program closes, immediately the YouTube link is available. And the same link will be posted and it will be available for half an hour, right? So kindly, those who have attended, you deserve a certificate. Definitely, we love to have you, nice students like you, and that really people who love physics. That is our own. It also inspires us. So definitely, we will give you certificate for really those who have attended, right? So the link will be posted in the WhatsApp group as well. Once I close the YouTube, it will be available to you also in the comments. You are also welcome to make your comments there. And whenever Lakshman Suri Garu is free, and I also appreciate there are other sirs. They are also answering. One learning by meaning, scientific Srinivas. So I also appreciate you, scientific Srinivas sir. Really, it is good to have these days. No, promote scientific activity as a teacher. I believe you are a teacher. Definitely, I appreciate you. You also know. I will also contact you. Definitely, together, whatever we can do, we will do for the student community. This WhatsApp group can also be a platform. You can also ask questions whenever I or any one of us, whenever we have time. Definitely, we will try to respond. The next program we will announce through the same electricity webinar. That time I will create 2 more WhatsApp group. Definitely, we always look forward to you, my dear students. Thank you, sir. Once again, I appreciate all the colleagues of Department of Physics. We are 31 lecturers in the Department of Physics with 10 PhD holders in the Department of Physics, and surely we will try to reach as many as possible in the days to come. And also appreciate Chandrasekhar ji for IAPT secretary for the RC11. Together, we will also take up many more. One request to Chandrasekhar ji is arrange HC Verma, who is close to him. And Chandrasekhar himself promised to give another webinar in due course of time. Definitely, we will have many activities. Okay, students, colleagues.